What is going on, guys? This is going to be a proper introduction to Dustin's world and what a world it is. So, some of these videos, I will tell you a lot of my life stories, and I have had quite the life, guys. So, with that being said, we're going to get into the first one, and you will see consistent uploads on this channel to get it going and up off the ground and monetizable. Now, right now, I just moved into a new apartment, so there will be a studio. I'll be setting all that stuff up. But let's get into the first story. So, the first story takes place when I lived in a really ghetto area. Like, it was extremely ghetto. And there were tweakers in and out of the alleys like roaches. It was just a crazy place, and it seemed like nobody, even at any business, knew how to do their job properly. So I was taking a nap, right? It was just in my apartment, just any other day. And I woke up because I kept hearing something at my door. I'm like, what the hell is that, right? So I go out there and I see my doorknob twisting. And immediately I look at my deadbolt and realize my deadbolt's locked. I'm like, okay, cool. So we have a little peephole right outside the door, or not outside the door, but right on the door. And I look through the peephole. I don't see anybody, but the doorknob's twisting. All of a sudden, like, my heart stops. I'm like, what the hell? I look to the right, don't see nobody. I look to the left, I don't see nobody. I'm like, something ain't adding up here. And I keep looking down, doorknob's twisting. So I go back to the room, because back in the bedroom, I got some things to take care of things in case people break in. They're posted on this channel, actually, if you want to check it out. But for YouTube, I'm just going to put, I just had things made by the Clock Company, if you will. So I go back to the door with the said item. And I look, and there's a woman out there. So I go ahead and put that on the nightstand. I'm like, what do you want? She's saying inaudible stuff, something about a pipe. I'm like, a pipe? Like a water pipe? Like, a water line or something like that? She's like, no, I forgot my pipe. I was like, well, your pipe is not in here, and you do not live here. Please go the fuck away. you know? So she's twisting my doorknob, banging on my door, trying to get in. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So my immediate look on the situation is I don't see anybody to the left or right of her, but my immediate thought is there could be people out here. So when I open my door, people rush in. That's just my immediate thought in a really bad area. So with that being said, I grabbed the Glock off the nightstand. I'm like, look, you do not live here. Can you leave? If you do not leave, I'm going to call the police. She's talking inaudible. You can clearly tell she's messed up. She's smoking cigarette after cigarette. I can smell it through my door. It smells like absolute burning ass outside my door. So I go ahead and I just call the police. I'm like, hey, there's just some woman. She's on drugs or alcohol or something, and she's trying to get into my apartment. About 5 minutes later, I hear boots on the stairs outside my apartment and radios. So I'm fully aware that law enforcement has showed up. Now they take her outside and they find out, yes, she was high off drugs and she was highly intoxicated and trying to get into my apartment. So they ended up getting her with a forced entry, tried to break in, basically, attempted burglary, and a DUI. Her car sat out in the apartment complex parking lot for over 6 months. Eventually a tow truck came and got it. But this was one of the craziest things waking up to. Just woke up from a nap. It was 9:30 p.m. and all of a sudden somebody is banging on my door, twisting my doorknob, trying to make entry into my apartment while I am in there. So it blew my mind that these type of things happened. And that wasn't the only thing that happened, guys. There was a lot more in that town. That town was absolutely horrible. And from that place, you will hear many stories. And just this is the tip of the iceberg. So she was a tweaker, one of them crystal people. Got to watch what I say for YouTube, but you get the gist. And she was just gone. I don't know if she hasn't slept in 2 or 3 weeks or what fully her deal was that night, but she tried to break into my apartment. Luckily, I keep a Glock on my nightstand, a Glock 40 Gen 4 MOS 10 millimeter, and it does have hard cast bear loads in it. So, I mean, it would have been really bad if she just kind of broke into my apartment and it was dark and I wasn't fully awake. Um, so it's a good thing when I take naps, I make sure my door's locked. I also have security cameras and, obviously firearms, the whole nine to, protect my stuff and myself. And I sleep right next to one as well that's loaded. So this was just one of the incidents, and this was a week or two after moving to the apartment complex, okay? And keep in mind, there is so much more stuff that happened there. But this is just a short story. I wanted to take this chapter off into the channel, show you guys just a little look and insight on my life, and there's going to be a lot more content coming because I've got some crazy things that happened to me. My life has been so unnormal. I figured I would share it with you guys. Tell me what you think in the comments section below. Let me know if anything like this has ever happened to you at your home, and let me know down in the comments below. Tell me the story. I'll comment. Welcome to Dustin's World. Much love. And I am out of here until next time. Later, guys.